Now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Allegheny Health Network Nightly Sports Call.
Thank you very much, Ken, and welcome everybody to the Allegheny Health Network Nightly Sports Call. I'm Josh Taylor, in tonight for Rich Walsh. He is traveling to Nashville to get ready for Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final with the Pens and the Nashville Predators. Bob Pompiani is off for the weekend as well, so we're here hanging out tonight and tomorrow. We'll be talking a lot of Penguins. We'll be talking some Pirates as well. Of course, the news that came down earlier this afternoon, Tony Watson has been removed from the closer's role. It will be a combination of Juan Nicasio and Felipe Rivero in the ninth inning. Of course, the irony of that is that Tony Watson pitched in the ninth inning tonight, and it was a blowout game, and he pitched a clean inning. So there's a little bit of irony for you. Of course, the game was already well decided in the favor of Miami. It looks like that one has come to a close as we are speaking. So we will push to the side of that, and we'll talk more Penguins, we'll talk more Game 6, and we'll talk more Pens and Nashville. Of course, the topic of the day, Pens with a big win last night, Game 5, 6-0 is the final score. If you're talking about complete efforts as far as being able to dominate from minute number 1 to minute number 60, perhaps last night was your game. Maybe it was Game 5 of the Eastern Conference Final against Ottawa, but those are probably the two in the biggest running for best performance of the postseason, wire to wire, by the Penguins. And they started out looking really, really strong, and a big reason for that is the guy wearing the C on his sweater. Sidney Crosby, coming out of the very beginning from the puck drop, looked really strong, looked like he was shot out of a cannon. He gave really great effort, was skating strong, and just looked like he was on a different gear than everybody else. And when you have Sidney Crosby playing that strong, it's going to permeate downward. And his presence was felt and his impact was felt immediately. Draws a penalty within the first couple minutes, then assists Justin Schultz to set up the power play goal to make it 1-0. He had 3 assists on the night. His impact was just felt everywhere. And to a man, the guys in the locker room said that he really started that role and got things going. Matt Murray in net last night. A lot of debate as to whether or not he should start Game 5 or Marc-Andre Fleury. Matt Murray put a lot of that doubt to bed. 24 stops on 24 shots, and I threw this stat out there during KDKA News at 6. Both goaltenders saw 24 shots last night. I should say 3 goaltenders because Nashville made a change after the first period, but both teams saw 24 shots last night. Pittsburgh's goaltender was the only one that turned all of them away, and that made the difference as well as the offensive output. Now, granted, if you're getting 6 goals, it's a little bit easier to do your job. However, when you're able to turn away that many shots, and think about it, Nashville gave up 6 goals in 24 shots. That's not a good save percentage. So when you want to look at it from that perspective, Pittsburgh definitely got the better performance from their goaltender. And it continues to feed this weird trend of the road goaltender just not having very good nights in this series. Games 1 and 2, Pekka Rinne was terrible. Game 5, Pekka Rinne was terrible. Games 3 and 4, Matt Murray did not look much better, not much less, even greater than the 2, or even worse than the 2. I guess you could say. But road goaltenders have had a really rough time in this series. So if that makes you a little bit uneasy about Game 6, understandable. If you had to ask me now, gun to my head, I say the Penguins play a close one Sunday night. I think they've shown in Game 4 they're at least capable of playing a better game in Nashville. Good enough to win? Maybe that remains to be seen. But I thought they played a better game. I thought they had more scoring chances. I thought they looked better on the power play in Game 4 than they did in Game 3. It was a really big improvement. They just didn't see the results that you want to see. And some people will tell you, well, that's hockey, and that's okay. But at the same time, you'd like to see them have a strong performance in Game 6. You'd like to see them wrap it up on Sunday, get it out of the way. Granted, as much as it would be cool to have it done here at home next Wednesday, why not do it Sunday, remove all doubt, and continue the trend? They've wrapped up each of the previous Stanley Cups on the road that they've won. What's one more time? At least we're used to seeing it. In the meantime, we're taking your phone calls. 412-575-2600 is the number. Or reach out on Twitter. You can reach me at Josh Taylor HD. We'll take your phone calls. We'll take your tweets when we come back. Stay with us.